Welcome back MMA fans, here's your daily dose of MMA news. We get into the video. Please subscribe. If you don't subscribe,
federal prison.
Eu achei ele acabou de acordar do 300.
Yeah,
maybe he just woke up from UFC 300.
Soon, and we will see when you wake up. Released a statement saying, "I didn't win the title, but I grew last night. Alex Pereira, thanks for helping me see that I'm ready to take on the world. You showed amazing skill. You brought out a version of me that I needed to experience. You're the champ for a reason. Much respect. But I now know what I am capable of. Brazil, you guys have a strong champion. Be proud. I will take time to heal from this. I'll be back even better. It's inevitable. I'm grateful. Never give up on yourself. Always fight hard. Uplift your communities and find ways to make the most out of life." Pereira also released a statement saying, "Thank you so much for all the support from my fans last night. All that love just makes me always train hard and perform my best to always bring a show for all of you. This year I did 3 fights and ended with 3 wins. With the end of my last fight, I feel that was somehow the end of a cycle. The talk and love that Dana White showed to me and my team after my fight makes me excited to the future will bring for me in the UFC."
Now, you were so high on Anderson Silva during his run. Alex has lost to Israel, but he's beaten probably a better quality of opponent than Anderson did in that run, especially in the first part of that run. How do you think this run of Alex's compares to what Anderson did at that point?
There's no doubt. What this guy has done is unbelievable. Not just in, if you want to compare, and the way he's done it. The way he's done it. I mean, this guy destroys everybody.
There's no one else that I think has been that successful on the feet against Pereira at 205 pounds, man.
Right.
So, dude, he performed amazingly well. First of all, yes, he's going to learn a ton from this, but he proved to so many people of what he's capable of. He should be applauded. He's a stud. He's also shows a lot of class after the fight every single time.
Oh, he's the man.
Dude's amazing. Yeah.
The shooter, and I guess they caught the shooter.
Walking home back to the hotel, and we turn this corner, and we hear like 5 shots rattle off. And Brandon loves to yell gunshots. I'm like, it could be anything. But he's like, no, it's gunshots. And I'm like, it could be. And then we hear another like round. I'm like, that sounds a little gunshotty. And so then we kind of stop for a minute. People start running through the street, kind of crowding around. And then these guys come panting, like running past us. And Brandon goes, yo, what happened? He's like, nothing, just run. Turns out that was the guy with the gun. And then this fucking guy, there's some other guy that's kind of like saw him running behind him. And this guy, like a fucking Doberman, comes running after him too. And I'm like, dude, we got to go the other way. And he's gone. And if there's anything I learned this week, it's like, don't even try to chase Brandon. He'll find us. And so I'm like, bro, I'm warming up. I'm getting back to the hotel. So I start going that way. He's, getting on the prowl like Sherlock Holmes, and he's chasing after him. And then eventually cops and Brandon sees this guy, and I went through my rollout and breath session, and everyone, made it back together. And so kind of a crazy start. Like, dude.
I'm wondering if you heard of that and if you think that's a smart
Our guys
idea.
caught the shooter?
Well, I don't know if he caught him, but I guess he was on the phone with 911, but they caught the shooter.
Holy shit.
Is that a smart idea for your headliner next week?
I don't think so, no. I mean, this has happened in the past. It's weird how much this happens to our guys. Yeah.
If you are here still with us, then thank you for watching. While you are here, please like the video and subscribe, and please let me know in the comment below if I've missed anything up. Thank you very much. And remember, if you don't subscribe, Uncle Dana will put you in federal prison. Daniel Cormier, in the eyes of the majority of MMA fans, is not a dirty fighter by any means. But his antic at UFC 210 pre-fight weigh-in is nothing shy of cheating. In fact, DC in the recent years has all but admitted to doctoring the result of his weigh-in prior to taking on Anthony Johnson at 2017.
I feel like right now is the time to be completely transparent. I think I may have grabbed the towel in Buffalo. The burden of that lie, I don't lie. So having to carry a lie like that on my heart was too much. I'm an innocent guy, Habib.
So what happened? Well, at first it looked like that Cormier wasn't going to make weight.
He weighs in at 206.2 pounds.
But somehow on his second attempt, he made weight by burning the necessary pounds.
Now Daniel Cormier is back and made weight. How did that happen?
But fans were very quick to notice that Daniel Cormier had been leaning on the towel that was used to hide his Johnson, and thus the Towelgate scandal was born. However, this scandal does not take anything away from Daniel Cormier. He's still a fantastic fighter, still a good human being, and he's funny as heck, and his interaction with the Dagestani boys, top-notch.
That time with Rumble, did you push down on that towel?
What? Was there a towel?
If you focus on his hands, you can see him looking down, balancing out his weight just right to make 205. What a clever trick.
It seemed like there was a lot of people who thought that the towel was why you made weight.
What is doing that do? I don't understand. No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't show my junk. Something's wrong with the scale.
The relocation of UFC to Dana White hypocrisy completing the show itself. And if there's money on the table or a bankable start in trouble, like John Jones, better believe that he's going to do anything in his power to ensure that he can continue promoting them, even if it means rubbing some of his other superstars in the wrong way. Back in 2028, when John Jones failed yet another drug test ahead of UFC 332 in Vegas, Dana couldn't get his biggest star to be cleared to fight.
We were informed earlier this week by the United States Anti-Doping Agency a urine sample collected from John Jones tested positive for a very, very small amount of a long-term metabolite. We took this information to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and while I think they understood the issue, partly because the Christmas holiday here didn't feel they had the time to fully vet this issue.
So what did good old Uncle Dana White do? Well, just days out from this massive event, Dana White basically screwed over the fans and the fighters and scammed them. He moved the event from Vegas to California. This messed up the fans and the fighters' accommodation plans and travel plans, just so that Dana White could keep his fake goat John Jones on the card. By the way, John Jones is not the goat, is GSP. GSP is the goat. No tarnish record, clean outside and inside the ring.
Dana, as I've been told, you have an update on the card this weekend scheduled for Las Vegas.
We're moving it from Las Vegas to the Forum in LA. There's not enough time for Nevada to do this, so we're moving the event to California, where that commission has already dealt with John Jones.
What about the other fighters on the card, Dana? How are they impacted by this? By no fault of their own, they're going to have to move their camp and their final preparations to Los Angeles, which is at best a 4-hour drive.
Well, we'll take care of that. We're going to make the transition as smooth as we possibly can.
It's a bit of a hassle for all of us. It pisses me off. I'm a bit disappointed it's going to cost all of us. You know, I don't think it's going to cost John Jones much, but it'll cost us, cost my family a fair bit.
I think it was more of like an annoyance. I'm just like, really? For one person?
A lot of people are upset about accommodations that they had made with their family. You know, it's definitely unfortunate that a product of one person, you know, everything around John Jones, we all have to kind of pay for it.
We have Charles Oliveira getting stripped of his title on fight week due to scale shenanigans. In the MMA world, the final word from the scale is the law. Although something was clearly off with the scale during the build-up to Charles Oliveira title engagement. Several fighters on the card hit numbers on the official scale that did not match their reading backstage. So when Charles Oliveira missed the official weight by a fraction, side note here, Charles Oliveira looked like a malnourished zombie here.
For Charles Oliveira?
It was clear that something was up. He got screwed. There was some shenanigan with the scale.
He got screwed. There was some shenanigans with the scale.
Many other people have stated that the scale was off, and a whole bunch of fighters said it was off by half of a pound.
Seemingly he was on weight last night. He was on weight in the back, and we're hearing rumblings on the ground that there were some scale recalibrations and some discrepancies.
He would weigh in, or he weighed in like the night before the weigh-ins. He was like, oh, I'm good to go. And then in the morning, he goes and shows up for the weight cut, and it's a pound plus off. The scale was off, and that's a fact.
But the UFC still went ahead and stripped Charles Oliveira of his title, making his win over Justin Gaethje an untitled fight performance, and just basically became a fight for the #1 contender. What a shitty way to end someone's title reign. Charles Oliveira should have done what DC did.
Give us your thoughts on this whole weight fiasco and him losing the belt, and just, I guess, your
It's a nightmare. I mean, it's a nightmare. He didn't make weight. We have rules. He didn't make the weight. He doesn't, the belt is vacant. I'm sure in the minds of the media and fight fans, Oliveira is the champion. But technically, he's the #1 contender now.
If you are here still with us, then thank you. Thank you for watching. While you are here, please like the video and subscribe. And please let me know in the comment below if I've missed anything up. Thank you very much. And remember, if you don't subscribe, Uncle Dana will put you in federal prison.